Right, this video is to hold me accountable because what I'm gonna do today is A, kind of significant, but B, also really dull and really easily avoidable. And this is something I find so tricky and I really don't know why. Like, I don't get it. So I just thought, okay, if I make this into a vlog, then I'm holding myself accountable and I actually will want to do this by myself. If you're wondering why I'm unsteady on my feet or I keep wobbling, it's because I'm on my tiptoes. Because I'm so short. Like, okay, if I do this, I don't know if you heard my ankle click, but yes, that's old age. I just need a little bit of oomph, a little bit of height. So basically, what I have to do today is go and get my wedding shoes. Now, I have ordered them online. I have done the shop so many times because I wanted to try it on. I wanted to feel if they were comfortable, they fit me, and I just couldn't find anything. So I've ordered them online. I'm going to collect them, and I am having such a big time with it. Like, I'm not anxious. I'm not scared to go. I know the drive and all of that jazz I'm fine with, but my brain is like stopping me from moving, from doing it. I will find anything, even like extra work to do in order to avoid something I actually have to do. And I know this is a form of procrastination, but I also think there's like slightly more to it. So I watched a really good analogy the other day. It was, oh my gosh, I can't remember who said it, but it was basically like an Instagram reel, and they said the best way to describe ADHD kind of paralysis, this feeling of being frozen, is if you consider a hot stove. So like if somebody were to ask you, right, can you put this hand on this hot stove? People would be like, no. And it's like, but can you physically do it? Yes, you can physically put your hand on the hot stove. That's not difficult. But your brain goes, no, don't do it. Like there's something stopping you, like a force that's kind of saying, don't do it. It's not even a reflex because you haven't done it yet. The reflex would be if you were to touch it and instantly withdraw your hand. But there is something kind of stopping you from doing that because you know it's a bad idea, and you know, even if they were like, oh, I'll pay you £1 million, you still would most people would struggle to do that. And it's a little bit like with mundane tasks for people that have ADHD. Now, I'm not diagnosed, I'm not saying I have ADHD, but I have a lot of traits that I've noticed more and more recently, and I feel like this is the best way for me to describe it to you. So that analogy with the stove, I can feel for many different circumstances. I can feel it for going shopping. I can feel it for doing a task, doing an administrative task. It might be that, I don't know, it could literally be anything, and I will often try and procrastinate to avoid doing the thing that I have to do. So I end up being productive when I'm trying to avoid something else, or sometimes I just have days where I am mentally beating myself up and being like, why aren't you doing something right now? Like, why are you chilling right now? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing this thing that you should be doing? But I physically cannot move my body, and I just, mentally I just slump as a result. So I filmed a video yesterday talking about the feeling and the notion of not having guilt if you don't do something. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's not to preach at you, it's because I do this myself, and I want other people to feel like A, they can talk about it, B, that they know this is like a safe space to relate to and be like, oh my gosh, you know, I feel the same way, and C, just to kind of, if people don't realise that this isn't like a normal feeling, it's to kind of make sure that they don't feel alone as well. So my aim for today is to hold myself accountable, to make sure I do it without the need of company, without being like, Mom, do you fancy a trip to get my shoes? Which is kind of a bit dull, because it's not even shopping for them, it's literally pick them up because I've ordered them. I'm gonna vlog it to hold myself accountable, because when I do these vlogs, or you know, when I did Instagram reels of a similar nature, it really helped because I was like, right, I need to go here because I want to get the footage, or I don't want to let the viewers down, even though you guys don't even know this exists yet. But it just really helps to hold me accountable, and I also think it's a good way for me to reflect when I'm editing and be like, oh, I actually found this easier when I did XYZ. Because like when we're in the classroom and we're supporting pupils with their needs, it really helps to kind of sometimes chunk up the process. You know, okay, you need to do this first, then you need to do that, rather than doing this whole big thing of let's go and get the shoes. Because if you are neurotypical and you know, you need to go and get the shoes, it's just right, I'm gonna go get the shoes. But for somebody that's not, it can feel like a lot of different changes and transitions. So right now I was in my comfies, I've just done some admin work, so now I need to get dressed. So then it's get dressed, then it's go to the car, then from going to the car it's driving there, then from driving it's finding a parking space, then you park, then you need to remember where you've parked your car, then you go up the stairs or around the corner or wherever to the shop. Then from the shop you need to find where you're going, you need to then queue, you need to then ask for the shoes, then you need to get back to your car, get to your car, go home. And then this is like, it's so many little steps, and it sounds so minor because none of those steps are difficult as such. It's just like my brain is constantly going. And so yeah, I'm like, do you know what, do this video, you'll have something to put on YouTube. Hopefully people can relate to you, or just be like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one that did that. No, you're not. Okay, don't mind me starting to panic. I swear the last time I parked my car, I was really happy because I found a good space. I've done the road I thought it was on. I've done the road I didn't think it was on, but it's the other road that's convenient, and I remember being happy with the parking space. Now I'm on the third road, which I only park in if I can't find anywhere else. Okay, this actually is bad. Like, I don't know where my car is. I've done the 3 main roads. I haven't parked it anywhere else. I am actually panicking now, unless I like completely missed it. But I wasn't vlogging as I was going down the road, so I don't know why I would have missed my car. I'm actually stressing out. I'm trying to think back to my steps, but it wasn't even that long ago that I parked it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm probably panicking now. Right, that was so stressful, but I am in basically one of the roads that I looked down. It kind of sweeps, there's like a little corner, and I could see that there was no spaces in there, and I couldn't see my car even all the way to the end. I could see there was a car in there, but I couldn't tell it was my car. And like in front of me is like a big kind of Range Rover style deal, and I guess it was just covering my car, and I didn't recognize it because it looked like a different shade of blue. Oh my god, I am literally sweating. Like, I need to put the key in the ignition and just open the windows. Oh my god, I've just lost 646 calories looking for my car. I'm not even joking, look. I made it. It was absolutely fine of a drive. I don't know why I hype it up so much in my mind. But I did notice while I was driving, and nothing happened. There wasn't an accident, there wasn't traffic, there was no stress. I barely had any red lights. But the whole time I realised my shoulders were up, and I've arrived and I've just gone, literally, I'm trying to understand my body a bit more, and my brain, my thoughts, my feelings, and really try and hone into them and try and understand them. But it's truly so fascinating. Whereas, like I say, if I've got a deadline, if I'm going to work, I just kind of, I'm on autopilot almost, and I just, right, let's go, I've got things to do. And I wonder if that's linked to the people-pleasing thing that I was mentioning in my first video about traits that I'm trying to unlearn, because I am trying to be more conscious of that. You know, is it because I don't want to let people down that I can suddenly do things? Am I able to do this? Is this vlog going to help me to achieve my goal, because I don't want to let the vlog down, almost as if the vlog was a person, or the people that are going to watch the vlog. It's honestly, it's so fascinating. I just feel so philosophical. Anyway, shoes, focus, right, no tangent, gonna get the shoes. Okay, so I came back to the car, and out of a fairly empty car park, there's a car right next to me. So I don't even want to hold up my arm right now. So that was all successful. Initially, when I showed the barcode, they were like, oh, we don't have it. And I was like, I received an email yesterday showing that it was there. Here's the barcode. And then she went, oh yeah, I've got it. So then went to collect it. So that was all okay. And then I kind of suddenly, it dawned on me how close to the wedding I am, and my mum had just sent me a text saying that the seamstress had said that she's ready for a second fitting on the Sunday. So I was like, right, I should probably look for some like bra and underwear to go underneath, because I'm thinking seamless is best. I don't want to, you know, see any lines or anything when I'm wearing it. And then I went to M&S, I went to several shops. I'm out of breath, and I just started to feel really overwhelmed. You know, when you've got so many choices and it's just like, I just don't know. I don't know what to do, I don't know what to wear. Somebody saw me, and clearly I must have looked frazzled, because she asked me, oh, can I help you with anything? And I just said, I need some guidance. She recommended a bra fitting, which I did just like a few minutes beforehand check. They don't have one till several hours, and I'm absolutely starving right now. It's like 1:20. After like the 5th shop, I just felt too overwhelmed and I left. I also didn't have the guts to get my camera out, even though there were some quiet places, but I don't know, I didn't have the guts to film me like strolling around, etc, etc. Right, I'm gonna go home, have some lunch, and then try it on, and then grand reveal. Yeah, okay, I have my shoes. I really hope that these are the ones, because it's just been stressing me out. And do you know what? Somebody said to me, it's causing you so much stress and you're overthinking so much that no matter what shoes you get, even if they're the perfect ones, it's still gonna feel anticlimactic. And I was like, wow, A, that is so deep, and then B, that is also so true. So I'm kind of excited about these ones. These are kind of the perfect fit between what I visualized and what seems to fit my foot. So here we go. Okay, I wasn't sure about the texture on the heel. I will show you what I mean by that. I think I'm just gonna have to rip it again, hang on. So the only thing I was most unsure about is the heel. This kind of, I don't know if it will even focus, this kind of like crocodile-y, leathery skin texture. But actually on the front, you can't see that at all. I really wanted this kind of elegant pointy toe look. But because I've got really wide feet, this bit was always really tight. So either my foot would come out at the back when I walked, so it would just like come out like that, and then I would go a lower size down. But then this bit was way, way, way too tight on my feet. So I am just praying that they will be okay. But I liked that they've got this comfort thing. So it's kind of like a padding, because there will be lots of dancing, and this to make sure my foot stays in. I think that, I don't know how to analyze this. I don't think they fit. Again, I don't understand. I'll show you what I mean. So I think they look gorgeous. I think they look really, really elegant. However, if you take a closer look, this is what's bugging me. I'm just really confused because I haven't bought shoes in years, granted. The last pair of shoes I bought were way too small and they were a 4 from Primark. And normally I'm a 4.5 in Primark. I'm also normally a 4 in New Look, which is where I got these from, which, you know, I thought online, it's the last one, I'm gonna take a risk. I know I'm a 4. I don't know, can you be different shoe sizes in boots versus high heels versus, I don't know, flip-flops? I'm so confused. I actually don't know what to do now. The process of buying my dress was so lovely and I wasn't stressed out about it at all. It just almost fell into my lap, the dress. I love it so much. Whereas these shoes, which are just shoes, I would do it barefoot if, you know, if I wasn't so sure. I just want to give myself some height. And that's another thing. All the shoes that I like, they always have those really thin heels and I just do not trust myself. So they have to have a certain block heel. It's now 2 and I'm really, really hungry. I still haven't eaten. So I'm gonna do that straight away and so I will see you guys soon. So the day has just run away with me. It's suddenly 5 p.m. I've been working for an additional 2 and a bit hours after lunch. I did have a bit of a moat, but I think I was hangry. But I called my future mother-in-law and she was really, really lovely. And yeah, I'm just finishing off bits of work. I thought I would end the vlog here because no doubt fiance will be back very, very soon from work, and so obviously I'll spend the time with him. Afterwards we are gonna do one of our non-negotiables. I think today we plan to do a gym workout, and then afterwards it's kind of dinner and just relaxing. But yes, it's been a bit of an emotional one today because I obviously started work at the beginning of the day, ended with work, and then obviously, yeah, the shoes, it is now the second return that I'm gonna have to do, which is really, really annoying. I hope you enjoyed this really random day in the life vlog. I mean, it's summer, things aren't as structured as normal, so you just have to take what comes, and I'm showing that to you. But I hope you have a good rest of the week and see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure YouTube knows that you actually enjoy my content if you do. And yes, I will see you soon. Bye.